Hi everyone, my name is Nkwasa Genesis, and today in this video I want to give you or share with you the tips, things that you should do when you're going for your passport interview. So here is my passport, and as you see, for me, I already have it. So one of the things that I noticed when I went for my interview, and of course they are the ones that I'm going to share with you, was that first of all, the first thing you have to do is you have to go very early. If you chose your time 9 p.m. From 8 to 9, or you chose your time from maybe in the midday, all you have to do is you have to come maybe 2 hours before that time. Because for me, I chose 9 a.m. and I went there around 7. I wanted to be early. But guess what? When I reached there by 9, the place was already full, and they give token numbers, like those tokens they give in banks and what. And I got number 100. It was 121. So imagine, it was like 121. So even if on your interview they are saying that you chose your time maybe around 8 to 9, make sure you go there by 6 if you want, please, because it is important, and as you know, it is hard to get it. So another thing I noticed, maybe if you have your kid, if you're a mother, or if you have your kid, go with him or her, because the mothers who had kids, they were worked on first. Yeah, I know that sounds crazy, but if you know you have, even if you're a father, because I saw a man who had his own kid and he was picked, he was selected like to go first even before others. Because when you have a kid, mostly a young kid, then they have like maybe some pity on you. Then another thing is to make sure that all your documents are already prepared. All the documents they said that you come with, please have them, and have them selected, like have them organized. When I went there, I had not stapled my passport photos on the documents, so it was difficult for me, and I had to find ways to pin my passport photos on the documents. So please make sure you the night before you go there, make sure that the passport photos are already stapled. But also make sure don't staple them, just use the other glue and just put the photo. So when you after that, after you get your ticket number, and then you wait, then they will call you to the office. They call you in 2 offices. So the first office where you go is where they capture your fingerprints, and they ask you a few questions. If you said you are working, then they will need to see like evidence, like an employment letter. If you said you're a student, maybe they will need to see maybe your admission, or maybe an ID card if you have it. So go with it. So after that, then they ask you your tribe. What your tribe is. So there are different counters. There are counters for the Banyankole, there are counters for the Baganda, there are counters for Basoga, Bagis. Every tribe is catered for at the passport center. So when you reach there, then that's where the hard question is. So after capturing your fingerprints, asking you small questions, checking your documents, if they are the ones, they will send you where you will have your main interview. That's what I call like the main interviews. Maybe to me it was so somehow difficult, because I don't know a lot about our history, like my tribe's history, all that. But if you know it, all they are trying to see is maybe if you're faking, maybe if you're not a Mnyankole and you're saying you are, then you have to show proof. If you're a Muganda and you say maybe you're not, then you have to show proof. So when you reach on the counter, so I reached at my counter, my tribe's counter, and then there is this professional guy who will be asking you questions about your tribe. Tell me, they asked me tell us about 10 sub-counties in your district. And the truth, I only knew my sub-county. Even I knew other sub-counties, but I was just nervous, because you're making a line. There are like 50 people on the line. They are waiting to be asked the same questions. So don't be like me. Don't be nervous. Just go there when you know all those questions about your tribe, about your district, like who is your woman MP, who is yeah, those are simple questions like who is the woman MP, what are the clans in your tribe. Those small things, they are the ones they ask, and they are the ones that show that you're really from that tribe. Then another thing, if you're in Uganda, you have to know a lot about the Baganda, the king, maybe even the name of the. I was near the line of the Baganda, and I had them ask the guy like, what's the name of the Nabagereka, what's the name of the queen. So if you're not in Uganda, maybe you might know it, and that's how they know. Then another important thing. So the important things that I shared is come when you're organized, come very early. Even if you have your interview at midday, please come maybe at 9 or 10. I had my interview at 9 and I went there at 7, but the token number I got was around 100, because some people, they don't care. If I know I want this passport, I will go there. Even if it's going there in the morning, I will sit there until I get it. So another thing, make sure you have all your documents organized and prepared. Make sure the passport photos are there. And when you so the hardest among all those things is the interview of your tribe, because the guy nearly sent me away because I couldn't answer all the questions. It was like, name 10 sub-counties in your area. It was like, name 10 clans in your tribe, and I don't know all that stuff, because sometimes we think it's not important, but if you're going for your passport interview, make sure that you know those things about your tribe, your woman MP, like most important leaders in your tribe. If they are famous, then they will ask them to you, because the guy who is interviewing you is from your district, he's from your area, he's from your tribe, so he knows everything already. So don't try to lie or do that. If you don't know, you just say don't know. So the guy was like, you man, I don't think you're serious, and I don't think you want your passport. And that's when I told him that actually the district that I was living in right now, we migrated to that district after some age. And also my parents, they are from different tribes, so that's why I don't know a lot about the questions you're asking. And that's when he was like, okay. So he told me the truth. He said, you failed your interview, but you just go, I will have approved it. You see, maybe for me I was lucky, even if I failed, but still. So after you're done with your interview, maybe if it is successful or not, you never know. The guy will just keep quiet and they will bring another one. I went home, and it was Friday. So I went home on Friday, and on Monday, I remember I was at school, I received a text message saying that your passport is ready for pickup at the center. That's how you know that if you want, you have your application number. If you don't receive the message, you can go back to the site and track it, like track how far it is, if it is pending or if it is ready. But most times you receive a message. Most time, I don't know where my small phone is. I was going to show you the message. Most times you receive the message telling you that your passport is ready. I have heard of some instances where people don't receive the message, or where people, they are not called, and I don't know, maybe you made a mistake in your interview, or maybe you lied about something, but if you're going for your new East African passport, I wish you success and I wish you good luck. So if you follow my tips that I've shared in this video, I think everything will be okay. My name is Nkosa Genesis. See you next time.